Hey, this is Marion Cobretti, and this is the Rough Cut Saturday movie review, and we're doing my movie, Cobra.
We're the Wisest Wizards. We're reviewing Cobra, starring none other than Sylvester Stallone, the 1986 hit, rated R, about an hour and 30 minutes, starring Brigitte Nielsen. You know, Red Sonja, and from Rocky IV fame, she was also married to Sylvester Stallone.
And Flavor Flav?
And I don't know if she was married to him, but the slogan is, crime is a disease, meet the cure. If you missed Rambo, Cobra is the cure. This fucking movie, let me tell you, I just watched this last weekend, and I loved this movie as a kid. I thought it was one of Stallone's best, and oh god.
I think that's why I bought the DVD, because I was like, no, I bought it for that car that he used to drive, which is actually his car, Sylvester Stallone's
in real life. He drives an awesome car in it, and it's his car.
And it got stolen recently.
In real life?
In real life, and I think his response was, "I'll give it back." I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
And this movie is basically, the plot is there is a girl who, well, first off, there is a whole underground syndicate of crime. It's like this cult that it's got businessmen, it's got people that, you know, like postmen, and it's got all kinds of different people that have decided to join this cult that just goes around murdering people.
It's the strong survive, duh.
They don't ever really explain that, and they're led by a guy called the Night Stalker, and he is played, I don't remember the dude's name, I gotta look. He is played by Brian Thompson, who is one of the creepiest fucking individuals I have ever seen in my life.
If I couldn't have found these sunglasses, I was going to put pantyhose on my face and smash my nose down like he is in that movie.
The image of this villain has haunted me in my entire life, and I honestly did not remember until watching this movie, like last weekend, that was him. I was like, holy shit, that's that guy from my dreams that always tries to fucking kill me.
Do you know that knife that he has? I actually have that knife, but I sold it at a yard sale.
Well, I'm glad you got rid of it, buddy. Because
I was gonna. Now that I know that it was in your dream, I should have came after
that villain also plays Buffalo Bob in Joe Dirt. I looked that up on IMDb, and you remember Buffalo Bob? Put the lotions in the basket. That fucking creepy guy from Joe Dirt. That's that dude. But he's creepy in this movie. So basically, Brigitte Nielsen. You all know her, like, you know who she is.
That big bitch.
Yeah, from Real Life or whatever it is. She witnesses a murder or a few murders, and they're after her. So Marion Cobretti has to protect her. So they just go on the run, and there's lots of action, and cheesiness ensues.
I gotta tell you, there's a part in there where she uses as much ketchup as JM85. You're talking about a guy who drowns his whatever that he's using ketchup. It's like, here's an entire bottle gone.
That whole scene was weird, too. There's a scene where they're in the diner, and I don't know what the director was going for, which I should also say, one thing to know, Sylvester Stallone wrote the screenplay for this, which he wrote the screenplays, or wrote the movie for, like, most of I think all of the Rockies, the Rambos, which that's definitely 80s action, but with this one, he went a little overboard, I think.
He was badass.
I guess.
This was my cure for Rambo, dog.
You know what I will say, too, though, is that fucking Pepsi must have been a huge sponsor of this film. Did you see Pepsi everywhere? Every fucking scene, there's a big Pepsi sign, somebody's drinking a Pepsi, they're talking about Pepsi. I drank a Pepsi while watching it. I was like,
subliminally,
and I don't even drink soda. But
they're in your head.
I need one. He chews on a match, which doesn't make any sense. Who would just put a match in their mouth?
I used to chew on a match all the time.
You never chewed on a match.
It's because people found me striking.
Another thing that I had written down that I had learned about this movie is that, and I remember seeing this in an interview, Sylvester Stallone actually had the part in Beverly Hills Cop. Axel Foley, he had it. It was going to go to him, and he was helping to write the screenplay, and they said it was too much action.
So instead of...
He basically passed and made this movie, and then they went on with Beverly Hills Cop with none other than, Eddie Murphy. So,
that's
very cheesy, very worth it to watch, but oh my god, it does not stand the test of time. I don't know what they were going for. Some of the one-liners are totally ridiculous. And I don't know if they wanted to try to franchise this character out.
Are you a fellow garbage belly? Any gummy bears?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you've got the video cassette. Let me show the difference. The VHS.
Oh, it even has the car.
That's a pretty... See if you can get that on camera. That's pretty good. That's a pretty old VHS, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It turns into dust when you take it out.
Cobra's fun. It's a fun Sylvester Stallone movie. I'm a big fan of his, even though people say he's cheesy and stuff. I think he's a very intelligent individual, to be honest with you.
I do,
like
too.
the way he has made his career progress. He's made some really fun films. And, I mean, I would add this to a collection, but I will just say, like, oh, man, very 80s cheesy. You got anything else to add?
There's robots.
There's robots. It's an oh god. The robot scene, fucking ridiculous. Wait till you see the robot scene with the chick and it's amazing. It's just, I gotta watch it again right now. We're putting it in after we stop reviewing this.
Would you have sex with Brigitte Nielsen though?
Back then, sure, but now, like, I don't know. She's crazy now, isn't I've never watched that VH1 show, but isn't she psycho?
I don't have cable, Doug.
You don't even have internet. Alright, we're the Wisest Wizards.
He's right.
We're on the Rough Cuts. Check out all the other Rough Cutters. Support us. Let us know what's happening. Write to us. Let us know what we should review, what you think of the movies. Talk about other action films. And check us out on the Wisest Wizards channel, because we're doing some stuff now that is going to be pretty exciting, and give us your views on that. So, cool. Thank you. Hope to hear from you soon, and see you next week.
I'm going to strike this off your fucking head.